Thank you, Phyllis. Good morning. My name is Jonna Capio, and I will be your service leader today. Welcome to Unity of Bloomington. At Unity, we offer practical spiritual teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. We are a center for spiritual growth, and we provide inspiration, tools, and practices that support people on their path of spiritual growth. We also extend a special welcome to those of you who are joining us online today. If you would like to find out more about us or to receive our newsletter, we invite you to visit our website at unityofbloomington.org. You can also subscribe to our newsletter while you are visiting our website. All right, please stand and join us in combining our voices in joyful song this morning.
All we are becoming today. All we are becoming.
you. Let's just take a minute and look around the chapel. Whoa! It's nice to see everybody. Nice. All right, so please join me in affirming our statement of being. Together, there is only one presence and one power in the universe, God the good, omnipotent. This power expresses life, love, wisdom, and abundance through me. In it, I live and move and have my being. Please be seated. One way that we empower abundant and meaningful living is by practicing and living our 5 basic principles. I will state the principle and then invite you to respond with the affirmation. So the first, God is absolute good and everywhere present. God is. We have a spark of divinity within us, the Christ Spirit within. Our very essence is of God, and therefore we are also inherently good. I am. We create our own experience of life by the activity of our thinking. Everything in the manifest realm has its beginning in our own thought. I create. Prayer is creative thinking that heightens the connection with God-mind and therefore brings forth wisdom, wholeness, prosperity, and everything good. I pray. And finally, through thought, words, and action, we live the very truth that we know. I live. All right, so I now invite Ginger up for the children's moment.
Thank you, Shauna. Oh, I was going to say, now I invite Ella up to be with me during the children's moment. Let's sit high. Oh, I'll sit down here. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ella. You want to say hello to everyone?
Hello.
Hello. So, today is the last Sunday in March. So, I am currently, let's see, December, January, February, March. I'm currently 52 years old in 4 months. How old are you?
10, about to turn 11.
10, about to turn 11. So, we have been talking about health all this month. And one of the things that I came to realize is that I don't really understand how my body works, like how my cells work or what tells my heart to beat, all these things. Do you have any idea?
No.
I don't either. And that's okay. I was talking to Roy earlier, and I was saying how I love living in the mystery. I don't have to know how it works. But so I was thinking about, my body, this physical body that I'm in, and about everyone's physical body that they're in. And our bodies have just been doing their things, working their systems, mine for the past 50 years without me understanding what's going on, and you for the past how many years?
10.
10. And yet, even though you and I don't understand the process, maybe if there's some doctors out there, you know what's going on in our bodies, but I don't understand, who's telling my heart to beat, And like when we can both do this, can't we, with our hands, and how does that happen? It just does it, right? How much time do I spend saying, thank you, body, thank you for working, without me understanding? Have you ever thought of that?
Actually, no.
I know. Well, see, I hadn't either, and I've got 40 years on you, and now the thought occurred to me that I don't spend much time appreciating that my body's working without me even knowing what's going on. So we're going to talk about this a little later too, but I just wanted us to take a moment to go, wow, thank you for working today, body. I can wiggle my toes, I can blink my eyes like that. Yeah, and Ella can blink her eyes also. We don't have to understand how our body works, but we still can appreciate it. So that's what I've been trying to practice this week as I was getting ready, to talk with everyone. I've been trying to practice appreciating my body for working, even though I don't understand how it works. So I wanted to encourage you and all these other young adults out here that maybe this week we spend a little time going, thank you, body. Thank you, eyes, for somehow looking out into the world and letting me know that, there's lights and then there's people and then there's colors. I don't know how that works, but it works. And so we could say, thank you, eyes, for doing your job, just what you were created for. Or how we breathe. Take a deep breath with me. I don't know what happened, but I took air in, and the oxygen went through my blood system somehow, and it nourished my body. I don't understand how that works, but it does. And so, thank you, lungs, and thank you, respiratory system, for working. So when you're going about your day, think about something that your body does automatically without you telling it to do, and go, why, thank you for doing that. I appreciate all the hard work you've been doing for the last 10 years. And see how that makes you feel. Hopefully it makes you feel more appreciative, because that's what it did for me. I was like, wow, I've been taking you for granted. So it's time to throw some appreciation on this body that's been with us. So thank you very much for being with me today, Ella. And we're going to sing Let Your Spirit Shine to remind you that we all have our bright spirits to shine. Let your spirit shine, 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 shine.
Let your spirit shine, 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 shine. Let your spirit shine, 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 shine. Children of the world, let your spirit shine. Children of the world, let your spirit shine. Children of the world, let your spirit shine.
Thank you for that message. And this year, Unity's annual theme is Embrace Your Unlimited Good, and our focus this month is indeed on health. You are a child of God, made in the image and likeness of the divine, so you do not inherit sickness. This concept of practical Christianity and the Unity movement were both grounded in Myrtle Fillmore's healing experience. Myrtle came to believe and practice the truth that health is the normal condition of humans and all creation. She taught that there is an omnipresent principle of health pervading all living things. The whole direction of metaphysical thinking is creative. It does not fight or combat. It creates and sustains. But more importantly, metaphysical thinking creates and maintains the living patterns of stabilized good health. So, we take this opportunity to focus on health and wholeness as our divine inheritance and resolve to get healthy as an act of faith. So please join me in saying this month's affirmation. Together, I embrace and cultivate my health. So I have a few announcements this morning. I would like to highlight the following. So Healing Sounds Meditation with Janice Jaffe, starting this evening. Join Janice Sunday evenings in the chapel at 7 p.m. Relaxed vocal toning accompanied by Tibetan and crystal bowls in our chapel. A $10 love offering is suggested, but no one will be turned away. Bring a yoga mat, a pillow, and/or a blanket for your comfort. And then Luke Salmon will be our guest speaker next Sunday, April the 3rd. Luke's message will be based on the foundation of faith upon which he's built his life. He will share his personal journey that brought him to this conclusion and how his ability to access this faith at all times has made him aware of his own divine nature. Luke hopes to share how the ability to access the power of faith can unlock and provide meaning to the unity powers and principles. and we look forward to your message. Then, finally, there is a meditation opportunity beginning next week. So Ginger Curry will be providing a 6-week weekly meditation opportunity beginning Wednesday, April the 6th, and continuing until May 11th. Join Ginger in the Unity of Bloomington Chapel on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. for meditation. And that's April 6th. So now, together, we would like to take a moment of silence to recognize all that's going on in our world. So we are spiritual beings having a physical human experience on earth. With this experience come all the challenges of being human together. We recognize there are places in our world where there is the appearance of conflict and people are displaced and dying. In the midst of all of this upset, we believe there is no person, situation, or force greater than the power of God, our source of peace, strength, wisdom, and courage. Now let us be silent together in the one presence as we affirm divine order and the experience and expression of peace in every corner of our planet now. And so it is. So now let us read from the Daily Word. The Daily Word that we use is produced and printed by Unity. You can learn more about the Daily Word by visiting dailyword.com. It's one of our tools. So the word for today is divine order. And today our affirmation is, divine order supports my life. Divine order is one of the great truths of life. It provides a foundation for all growth and a blueprint for all manifestation. Feeling stuck or bewildered is a sign that I am out of step with divine order. I pause, and with some compassion for myself, I release thoughts of worry, impatience, and doubt. I remind myself of times when I wondered whether a hoped-for result would ever happen, only to realize in hindsight that foundational aspects had to be in place first. Remembering this helps me be patient and trusting now. I affirm, I cooperate with divine order. It is established in my life now. I listen with mind and heart, trusting that I will discern my path, one step at a time. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and do not rely on your own insight. Proverbs 3:5. So now we'll join together in speaking this affirmation aloud. Together, divine order supports my life. And now please repeat it to yourself silently. Divine order supports my life. So today, our speaker is our spiritual ministry co-coordinator, Ginger Curry, and our musical inspiration will be provided by Ginger Curry and Phyllis Wycliffe.
One more moment. I thank my eyes and I thank my cheater glasses. Every cell, every blood vessel, every organ, to do its own part, fulfill its own purpose, one purpose alone. And so I thank my body, this miracle body, this temple, this gift, this instrument divine. When I thank my body, so wonderfully made, I can accept the healing that is mine. And when I think about all the different faces, all the multiple colors, shapes, sizes of us all, then I behold the Creator's graces. And then I know that I clearly hear God's call. And so I thank my body, my miracle body, this temple, this gift, this instrument divine. When I thank my body, so wonderfully made, I can accept the healing that is mine. Shimmering and glowing, repairing, cleansing, growing, the miracle within you is real. Pulsing with life, with energy and light, you can move, you can think, you can feel. Every joint, every tissue, every muscle, every beat of my heart was given to me for my living. So while I'm here, I get the chance to do my part. And so I move this body, I give this body fresh water, good food, deep breathing and exercise. When I care for this body, so wonderfully made, I can accept the healing that is mine. Yes, I love my body, this miracle body, this temple, this gift, this instrument divine. Yes, I love my body, so wonderfully made, I can accept the healing. What a beautiful feeling to accept the healing that is mine, the healing that is mine. Oh, thank you so very much. And thank you, Sally Applegate, for writing that beautiful, beautiful song that explains my body more than I really ever knew. And thank you, Phyllis. Phyllis was the one that said, hey, this would be a good song for us to sing this month. So thank you, Phyllis. I can remember years ago the first time someone suggested that you and I could take time to appreciate this physical body that we've received to live this earthly experience. And it was Reverend David LeBeau, and he was describing how that one of his habits was that every day when he got out of the shower, he would apply lotion to his body. And then as he was applying the lotion, he would thank it and give it appreciation. So while nourishing because everyone knows that the best time to apply a lotion is when you're wet. And if you didn't know that, you're welcome. So you're applying the lotion, you're getting that moisture kind of in your body, in your skin. And he was explaining how this was part of his practice to appreciate the body that he has been given. And, at the time I was like, ugh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm ready to love my body. And it's maybe something that I still struggle with, and maybe that's why we're talking about it this month, and maybe that's why I was reminded of that story, was because my body was saying, hey, I've been doing you right for 50 years, and it's time that you appreciate how well I've been working for you. So I love that coming to Unity and being around people that are interested in things and ideas, that we can get these little nuggets of inspiration that we can incorporate into our lives. So this week, as I put my lotion on, I've been saying, thank you. I don't know how you work. I don't totally understand what you're doing, but I have trust and faith that you do. Speaking to myself. I loved it because, as I said a little earlier, I have your basic health education. I know that I have cells, and I know that there's blood running through my veins, but I'm not an expert. So I appreciated Sally's song because she reminded me, every cell, every blood vessel, every nerve. I know what nerves are because sometimes my nerves get poked. Physically and mentally. But so every nerve, every organ, every bone. I've been very fortunate that I haven't broken any of my bones. Have we had broken bones out there? Okay, this side of the room, there's a lot of people on this side of the room that I'm not sure if you're drawn towards each other. I'm not sure what that is about. But so some of us have been very fortunate that we haven't had to experience the breaking of one of our bones. But isn't it a miracle that our bones can be reset and that they can mend and they can heal? I don't understand how it happens, but it does. Every joint, every muscle, and the beating of my heart. And as we talked about with Ella, just even the breathing. For most of us, breathing just happens. We don't even think about it. And the interesting thing is when we take time to really think about breathing, how much of a benefit that can be when we take some nice deep breaths and really take it into our body. So as I was preparing this week, I went to one of Lynn's favorite sources, and that's truthunity.net. Truthunity.net. And what you'll find on this website are historical and current Unity writings. And the one that I delved into was an article written by Myrtle Fillmore, who is one of our co-founders of Unity. And this was an article that she wrote in 1897, 125 years ago. It was first published in the Unity magazine, and it was entitled, How I Found Health. And just a reminder, Myrtle was born in 1845, and then she lived to 1931. And so this article was written at that midway point, 1897. And she describes her process of healing herself from tuberculosis, which in 1897 and probably today, do we have a cure for tuberculosis now? Does anyone know? We have treatments for it. Okay, thank you. It takes a village, everyone. But back then, they really couldn't do anything for you. If you had tuberculosis, you dealt with it. So I wanted to read you some of the excerpts that came from this article. Remember that I have a basic understanding of the human body. She had an 1897 understanding of the human body. Even our basic education has come a long way in the last 125 years. So just keep that in mind. She's has a beginner's mind when she thinks about her body. So Myrtle is writing, I have made what seems to me a discovery. I was very sick. I had all the ills of mind and body that I could bear. Medicine and doctors ceased to give me relief, and I was in despair until I found practical Christianity. I affirmed my beliefs, and I was healed. And she writes, I did most of the healing myself because I wanted to understand so that I could use it in the future. And this is how I made what I call my discovery. She says, I was thinking about life. Life is everywhere. Life is everywhere. We can see life happening outside our window as we notice the buds on the trees. Life is everywhere. She goes on to write, here is the key to my discovery. Life has to be guided by intelligence in making all forms, and the same law works in my body. Life is simply a form of energy, and it has to be guided and directed in a person's body by strength and power. She says, how do we communicate intelligence? How do you and I communicate intelligence? Well, by thinking and by speaking. And so she writes, it flashed upon me that I might talk to the life in every part of my body. Now, when was the last time you or I talked to the life in our body and said, as I was talking to Ella earlier, thank you, thank you? Or maybe when we get a pain, we go, what's going on down there? Speak to me, you've got my attention. So she's like, I decided to talk to my body. So I began to teach my body, and I got marvelous results. She writes, I told the life in my liver that it was not torpid or inert, but full of energy and vigor. I told the life in my stomach that it was not weak or inefficient, but energetic, strong, and intelligent. I told the life in my abdomen that it was no longer infested with ignorant ideas of disease put there by myself and by my doctors, but that it was alive with sweet, pure, wholesome energy of God. I told my limbs that they were active and strong. I told my eyes that they did not see of themselves, but that they expressed the sight of spirit, and that they were drawing on unlimited source. I told them that they were young eyes, clear, bright eyes, because the light of God showed through them. And I told my heart that the pure love of Jesus Christ flowed in and through its beatings, and that all the world felt its joyous pulsations. I went to all of my life centers and spoke words of truth to them. I asked for their forgiveness for the foolish and ignorant course that I had pursued in the past, and when I had condemned them or called them weak, inefficient, or diseased. And I did not become discouraged at their beginning slow to wake up, but I kept right on, silently and aloud, declaring words of truth until my organs responded. Years ago, I took a class in health and wholeness offered through Unity. It was an online class. It was before everything went online. It was just when we were exploring online work. And I remember one of the activities that we did was we asked our bodies about what was going on. And then the assignment was to listen to what came up. And so I remember I was griping at my body like Myrtle did, and I was saying things like, why are you betraying me right now? Why is this happening in my life? Why am I experiencing this dis-ease? And my body said back to me, I am doing the best I can with what you are giving me to work with. And I kind of went, oh, thank you for your honesty. I might not have been moving as much as I could have. I might not have been eating food that was nourishing to my body like I could have. And here I was griping at my body. Why are you betraying me this way? And my body was like, I am working overtime. I'm doing the best that I can. I could use a little help. And it just really made me realize that, wow, I have and had been taking my body for granted. Because with my unhealthy choices, it had been doing just fine. I was doing okay until I wasn't. And my body, as we all know, like the aches and the pains and the dis-ease that we feel in our body, that's our body going, hello, a little attention, please. I need some help. I need to talk to you. I need to communicate with you. We've been doing okay, but, I need you to pay a little more attention to me. And so it was like one of those wake-up calls. It was like, whoa, okay, I'm going to do better. I'm going to strive to, as we talked about all this month, cultivate healthy practices that encourage our bodies to live to their fulfillment. The life energies of our bodies, they were given to us so that we can do our part while we're here on this earth, whatever that might be. And no matter how we find ourselves expressing in this world, we would benefit from giving our bodies our best effort. Our best effort. Giving ourselves the best effort might not result in us running a marathon or being a triathlete, but we can be the best that we were created to be. We can live up to our potential. So Myrtle goes on to say, and then I asked the Father to forgive me for taking his life into my body and using it so wastefully. I promised him that I would never again retard the free flow of life through my mind and my body by false words or thought, and that I would bless it and encourage it with true thoughts and words in its wise work of building up my body temple, and that I would use all diligence and wisdom in telling it just what I wanted it to do. She goes on to say that I did not let any worried or anxious thoughts into my mind, and I stopped speaking gossipy, frivolous, petulant, angry words. I let a little prayer go up every hour that Jesus Christ would be with me and help me to think and speak only kind, loving, true words. And I am so sure that he is with me because I am so peaceful and happy now. So when Myrtle was in her 40s, she was pretty much told that, she only had a limited amount of time to live. This is what the doctors of that time had told her. And so, as she said before, she had given up on doctors because they were no longer offering her comfort or answers, beneficial treatments. One thing that we can be grateful for is how far medicine has advanced in the last 125 years. And yet still, we have so much further to go. You know, we're just barely scratching the surface of how we understand our bodies. But Myrtle, after she discovered this way of appreciating and talking to her body and filling it with truth principles instead of attacking it with negative thoughts, that she lived 40 more years. So it's very exciting that this, and now we call this a tract, and you can go to truthunity.net, help me out, Lynn, truthunity.net, and download and read her words if you would like to look at it a little more and get those little nuggets of truth speaking to her liver and to her heart and all these life energy areas of her body, so that as you go through your week, you can start speaking truth to your body and offering it love and appreciation. You know, thank you for getting me this far. We think about the life expectancy of humans on this planet. And I think in the United States, we're around 80, 81. And how 500 years ago, not so much. 200 years ago, not so much. How that, you know, we're living longer. In a recent article, I said that if someone was born in the next 50 years, they have the potential to live to be over 150. I mean, we're changing, you know, and our understanding of our bodies are changing. And so we would benefit from speaking kind and loving words and developing and cultivating habits that nurture our body so that it can live up to its potential, no matter what life throws at us. So that's what I encourage all of us to do this week, is to find ways to incorporate this appreciation, whether it's thought, speaking, habits, actions, into our daily life, so that our body feels loved and appreciated, and so that it will respond to those loving and appreciating thoughts. And so if you would like to share after you've done this for a while, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to email me or call me. My information is everywhere around this community, so feel free to reach out to me and let me know your experience about your health journey as you've been exploring and cultivating new habits this month with us. So we're going to prepare for meditation now, where we take in some of these ideas and allow them to plant a seed so that throughout the week they can be nurtured and grow. So let's prepare for meditation now.
We come with open hearts. We come with open minds. We come to hold a sacred space for truth to be revealed in this time. In this time. We come with open hearts. We come with open minds. We come to hold a sacred space for truth to be revealed in this time. In this time. In this time. So I now invite you to take a nice deep breath in and slowly release it out. Unwind your arms and your legs and breathe in again deeply. Hold for a moment and relax as you release. Feel your feet grounded on the floor, knowing that the gravity of the earth is holding you lovingly. Imagine every vertebrae of your spine expanding and reaching upward as your head floats softly and lightly up towards the ceiling. Breathe again and release. And now you'll notice with each breath in and out that you will feel more and more relaxed. We are beloved children of God, and we do not inherit the experience of sickness. We are loved, we are comforted, we are secure. The ever-renewing flow of health, love, and energy is always available within us. We lovingly and gracefully release any blocks that are holding us away from experiencing our highest and best. We are gentle with ourselves. We are forgiving of ourselves because we understand that we are learning and we are growing, and that the longer we're on this human path, the more experiences and the more guidance we are aware of and open to. You and I are beautiful, imperfect spiritual beings. And our journey here is to express more and more of that in our physical human expression. And with every breath we take, with every loving and healthy choice we make, we step more and more into that reality. And so now let's rest for a few moments, breathing in, God is. And then breathing out, I am. Knowing that all of the attributes of God are within us and are us in the silence. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. So grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Thank you. So now we turn to love offering, and we turn to the spiritual practice of generosity. I wanted to ask if Joe and Meredith would help us collect the love offering today. Thank you. We are grateful for the many ways that this center supports us in our own spiritual growth. And we, in turn, are happy to support this center with our financial contributions and our voluntary service. We are grateful to those who have already put in place their automatic giving online as well. So today, if you feel led to give and are joining us online, visit our website at unityofbloomington.org and click the giving link. We also welcome your gifts to Unity of Bloomington at our physical address, 4001 South Rogers Street, Bloomington, Indiana. Our greeters have come forward, and we are prepared for the offering. So please join us now in speaking aloud our abundance affirmation. Together, I am an abundant being living in an abundant universe. God is the source of my supply. I am not dependent on people or situations for my good. God is the source of my supply. I always have something to give, and I consistently give it. I expect the best, I give my best, and I now attract the best in every experience. Thank you. And now we bless our abundance with these words. Together, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. So in closing, I would like to invite you to stand and join with me in saying our closing prayer together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. So in gratitude for our current radiant health, please remain in place and join us in singing together, "Let There Be Peace on Earth." Thank you.
Namaste. Have a wonderful week.